In a shocking twist following Lil Meech's betrayal, 50 Cent has publicly severed all ties with the legendary Big Meech, stating that he no longer trusts anyone tied to the BMF bloodline. This comes after years of brotherhood, business, and loyalty. But as tensions boil over and Rick Ross steps deeper into the mix, 50 decides he's had enough. And this time, it's permanent. There's betrayal, and then there's betrayal that cuts so deep it shatters decades of loyalty in a single moment. That's exactly what just happened between Curtis 50 Cent Jackson and Demetrius Big Meech Flannery. Once brothers in business, bonded by loyalty, struggle, and a shared mission to bring the BMF story to life. The relationship between 50 and Big Meech has now been set ablaze, burnt to ash by the actions of Lil Meech and the rising influence of Rick Ross. And this time, 50 isn't just angry. He's done. After Lil Meech, the son of Big Meech and the lead actor in 50 Cent beloved series BMF, shocked the industry by cozying up to Rick Ross, a man 50 has called an enemy for over a decade. It became clear that something was cracking behind the scenes. But what nobody expected was for 50 to go scorched earth on Big Meech himself. It's official. 50 Cent has publicly told Big Meech to stay away from him forever. Let that sink in. The same Big Meech who 50 once called family. The same Big Meech whose legacy 50 fought to honor on national TV. The same Big Meech who trusted 50 with his life story while sitting behind federal bars. That Big Meech. And now, he's been cut off. Cold. But how did it get to this? What could push 50 Cent to slam the door on a man who defined an era? Let's rewind and dive deep into this emotional and explosive unraveling of one of hip-hop's most iconic alliances. This story doesn't begin in 2025. It started years ago when 50 Cent, ever the businessman, ever the strategist, saw the potential in the legendary tale of the Black Mafia family. He saw something raw, real, untouched, a story that had never been told the way it deserved to be. And who better to tell it than him? 50 Cent and Big Meech bonded quickly. It wasn't just about money or TV. It was personal. 50 admired Meech's rise, his vision, his street genius. And Meech trusted 50 with the story of his life. His pain, his rise, his downfall, all of it. Then came the casting. Lil Meech, Meech's own son, would play the lead role in BMF. 50 trained him, molded him, protected him like a younger brother. He gave him a platform, a spotlight, and a sense of purpose. It was more than just mentorship. It was a family bond. But something changed. As the fame grew, so did the ego. And somewhere along the way, Lil Meech stopped seeing 50 as a mentor and started seeing him as an obstacle. Enter Rick Ross, the boss rapper with a long-standing beef with 50 Cent. One that goes back over a decade, filled with diss tracks, lawsuits, and public humiliation. Ross and 50 were never cool, never close. They didn't just dislike each other, they despised each other. So when fans started spotting Lil Meech hanging with Ross, laughing it up, posing for photos, even hinting at collaborations, it didn't just look suspicious. It looked disrespectful. It looked like betrayal. 50 tried to stay silent at first. He even hinted on social media that he was watching. But then, when it became clear that Lil Meech had chosen Rick Ross over him, something snapped. He began sending cryptic messages, throwing subtle shade, and the hip-hop world watched in suspense. Would 50 Cent finally clap back? Oh, he did, but not how you'd expect. Instead of going after Lil Meech directly, 50 went straight for the heart. Big Meech himself. Stay away from me. For good. 50's final words to Meech. In a now viral social media post, 50 Cent stunned the hip-hop world with a cold, direct message. Loyalty is everything. If your blood can turn on me, I can't pretend it doesn't reflect you too. Respectfully, stay away from me. For good. The message was clear. No threats. No drama. Just closure. Brutal, final, and heartbreaking. This wasn't just a business decision. It was emotional. You could feel the pain behind the post. For 50 Cent to cut ties with someone he once praised as a visionary, a leader, a real one, it had to come from a deep, unforgivable place. Sources close to 50 say he's convinced Big Meech had knowledge of what Lil Meech was doing with Rick Ross. Maybe he didn't stop it. Maybe he encouraged it. Or maybe Just maybe 50 believed the betrayal runs deeper than we know. And with 50's motto being, "Don't let loyalty turn you into a fool," he decided to cut the whole tree instead of trimming a few bad branches. The moment 50 made his announcement, the internet exploded. Blogs, YouTubers, Twitter threads, everyone had an opinion. Some said 50 was being too harsh. Others said he did the right thing. But nobody could deny the impact. BMF fans were stunned. Was the show over? Would Lil Meech be replaced? Could the entire franchise collapse? Executives close to stars hinted that 50 might pull out of future seasons. There's also talk that Lil Meech's growing closeness to Ross is part of a bigger plan. Maybe even a power move to take over the show's direction and push 50 out completely. And what about Big Meech? From prison, he reportedly tried to reach out to 50 to cool things down, but 50 isn't answering. He's gone silent. And when 50 goes silent, it's war. To understand the depth of this fallout, you have to understand why this hurts so much for 50. 50 Cent is a master strategist, but he's also a man who values loyalty above everything. When he invests in someone, be it in business or life, he expects respect and return. He doesn't like snakes, and he doesn't forgive betrayal. He gave Lil Meech more than just a job. He gave him identity. Before the show, Lil Meech was a name. After the show, he was a star. And yet, the moment Rick Ross flashed a bit of glitz, Lil Meech switched sides. That alone could have been forgiven if Big Meech had stepped in. But he didn't. And that silence, that's what broke 50's heart. To him, silence was agreement. Silence was betrayal. Silence was enough to call it quits.